Today I want to talk to you a little bit about ideal clients and why it's really important that you know who your ideal clients are. So it really matters in business because when we know who our ideal clients are, we're able to create messaging and marketing that stops the scroll, that attracts them and actually gets results and converts them into clients and customers. And so often when I speak to clients and people I'm working with and they're having issues with sales or marketing, part of it is because they're not clear enough on who their ideal clients are, or they've done the ideal client work, but it was a while ago. And this is something that's really important. It's something I teach in Marketing Menage, that we need to repeat this over and over again. Like every time you go around the menage, you want to check in on this because people change, things change, situations change. I mean, we've had a couple of crazy years. And people aren't now where they were 2 or 3 years ago. So our messaging and our marketing needs to speak to that. They're not in the same place emotionally or mentally or even physically. So it's really important that we understand who our ideal clients are and we repeat this work and we check in with it. And it's really, really simple. So all you need to do is grab a pen and paper or get my workbook. Well, I've got a very special workbook just on ideal clients. If you haven't got it, please let me know. But yeah, so we are going to go through 5 steps on how to work out who your ideal clients are. So number 1 is pen and paper. Get it down. Like I find that pen and paper just really helps me to visualize this, and then I sometimes type it up or I speak it or I write it. So once you've got the pen and paper or you've got my workbook, the second step is to know who you are. I want you to go really deep for a moment. Who are you? Who do you want to serve? Who do you really want to serve? Who is that perfect person that you really want to serve and why? What about them makes you want to serve them? What about them makes you want them to be your ideal client? What little things are there? And you may already have some customers or clients here at the moment. So I want you to think of them and just go and be curious and notice anything that you like about them or anything you don't like. And sometimes it helps to start with who you don't want to work with, because sometimes it's easier to voice that and then turn that into, okay, so this is who I don't want, so what do I want? What's the opposite of that? That's a really easy thing that you can do now to work out who you want to work with. Then once you've understood who it is that you want to work with, I want you to go deeper on your ideal clients. So this is where you're going to almost make that muse, that persona about who they are. So you're going to go into specifics. You're going to find out what social media platforms they're on, or if they're not on social media, what they do, how they research stuff. Do they Google? Do they look on YouTube? You're going to find out which magazines they're likely to read or follow, what they do in their spare time, what their family life is like. Do they have pets? Do they have animals? And I want you to go really, really deep. So it's almost like you're peeking through the windows and you're trying to pull out all those little things. Because when you've done this work, you will find that when you put your messages in your marketing out there, it's almost like people go, how do you know that? It's like you're on my wall. Have you been watching me? And that's the sort of reaction you want, because that is when people are going to go, oh my gosh, this person gets me. And that matters and makes a big difference. So then step number 4 is that you're going to study from now onwards. You're going to be really curious. You're going to study your customers, your clients, and you're going to start to put that into your persona. Like put that into who your muse is. And a lot of the time people say to me, Jenny, you're really good on video and you're really good on podcasts. And why is that? Why is that? It's because I know who I'm talking to. And because I know that I'm talking to you, I'm happy and I don't feel frightened or scared. I'm happy to show up as me because you are my ideal clients, and that's cool with me. And I know anybody that doesn't like how I show up, well, they're not my clients anyway, so it doesn't matter. So get curious, study all of those. And then number 5 is you're going to review this. You're going to write it up, you're going to review, and you're going to check in on who your ideal client is over and over again. And again, this is part of something that I teach in Marketing Menage to either my Nail It Mastermind or my one-to-one clients. It's how we go around, and it's so important to really understand who your ideal client is and where they're at the specific time that you are marketing. So some of the marketing that we did 5 years ago, it just wouldn't work now. Just wouldn't work now. People are in a very different space. The way people work has changed. The way people live has changed. everything's changed and how people see things, people's mindsets have changed. So it's so important to revisit this work. So I hope those steps have been really, really useful. If you would like to learn any more, please head to jennybush.com and have a good look at my website, where I might be able to help and support you. And you'll also find out more about how to work with me. So thanks for joining, and I'll see you really soon. Have a great day.